Sanjay with Lies in Marketing. Today we're going to go over some PPC questions. These are the questions that's 99.999% asked through a lot of Amazon sellers. Okay, so we're going to go and revise them, and we're going to give you ways how you can really improve them. So let's hop in. There we go. Okay. So these are the most common question asked by every seller on Amazon that is doing PPC campaigns. Now remember one thing, PPC is a nightmare for many sellers, okay? If you don't know how to use the strategies, be very careful, because it can really blow your profits up. I mean, it takes like seconds to really blow up everything. Okay, so the first most question is asked is, why is my ACoS so high? My listing is perfect, but I'm spending a lot of money, a lot of on PPC and losing all my profits. Okay, that's the one question being asked every time. Now understand this. Read the question again. Why is my listing is perfect? How do you know that your listing is perfect? Okay, the way we can figure this out is we're going to use this product. This is our dummy account on Amazon, and we test this. We test it always. We use it for PPC for a lot of testing. So we're going to use this particular ASIN, and we're going to target it here under using Helium 10, Cerebro, Helium 10. Some of the products they have are absolutely amazing. Okay, and if you want a coupon code for that, I can give you that information, but you have to reach out to us. Okay, so we're gonna do get keywords. Now you can do this once every 7 days, once a week. So you're gonna get an option like this. You have searched this before? New search and load from history. What I want you to do on this is first you click load from history, and then go open a second page of Cerebro, and then do a second search of new search. The trick to this is 250 keywords. Okay, you need to start ranking for 250 keywords, total keywords every week. As you progress up, it has to go up by 250 keywords. If the keywords are dipping down, that means something is wrong with your listing. It could be images, it could be bullet points, it could be the title, it could be the back end, or the most important factor is the pricing. Okay, remember that. Now looking at this was last week. Okay, this one we actually recently did it. So this was, let's say, last week. And this one, it went up just a bit, you see, because it was done like a couple of days ago. So just a bit. Now, what we're looking for here is, when did you actually launch this product? Okay, so this product right here was actually launched. If I go down, you have to put the Helium 10 extension, and then it gives you all the information right here. So let's do all the time, and let's see if it pulls up the graph. If not, so basically we took over this listing from November 10th. This is when the seller came to us. This is when, so November 10th. So let's say whole month of November, December, January, February, March, full March, and April. So we're looking at 5 months. Okay, 5 months is what, 5, 4, 20 weeks. So in that 20 weeks, we're going to multiply 20 times 250. That's 5,000 keywords. So where are we today? We are today at nearly 6,000. So the listing is doing good the way it's supposed to go. Now, the second question is, if the listing is doing good, so we know that the front end and the back end of the keyword is doing excellent. What exactly could be wrong? So let's look at the listing. We know that the product has high relevant, high resolution, images. You can see the brisk of everything. Okay, so that's not the problem. Now this is a brand name. This is a brand content, A+ content. Everything is done nicely and professionally through us. Okay, so that's not it. Then what exactly is the problem? Why is the ACoS high? We know the listing is perfect. So why is the ACoS so high? The last answer to that is the price. Okay, the price. Now there's a couple of things here we can do. It could be the price. It could be either the price, or either you are targeting the wrong market. What I mean to say the wrong market is, you're probably targeting sellers that are selling product $15, $10, $20 that have nearly half the price of you. If you're going to target them, nobody's going to buy your product. So there are certain strategies, there are certain techniques you can apply in order to go after the sellers that are higher than you, or go after the sellers who have lower ratings than you. You know, there's a lot of ways you can do that in order to really improve the sales of your listing. So that's the answer to that. Let's look at the second one. I'm not getting good conversions, but my impressions are very high. Okay, now your impressions are high because your product is getting good indexing. Means your product is doing good, like we saw it here. Your product is indexing well because here, this is the amount of organic keywords you're ranking for right now. So everything is good. Impression is good, everything is good, but you're not converting. Again, coming to the same point, you're not converting because your price is too high. Okay, simple as that. Then again, my impressions are high and but I'm not getting a lot of clicks. Again, that also goes back to the same thing as price, because look, if your impressions are high, okay, and you're not getting, your product has been shown everywhere and you're not getting clicks, means you're targeting the wrong type of targeting. You're targeting the wrong ASINs, you're targeting the wrong keywords, you're targeting everything wrong. That's what doesn't let you get a lot of clicks. Okay, how do I spend my daily budget spend on PPC apart from the organic ranking? So basically the question is, how do I evaluate what my organic sales are according to PPC? This is a very easy one. So we're going to go back here. We're going to go Seller Central. Okay. Right now we are using new strategies to improve the PPC. So right now we have paused nearly all the PPC campaigns, but I'm going to show you a very simple way. So all you're going to do here is you're going to look at today. Okay. So let's pull it out 30 days, because right now we're working on the campaigns. Let's look at a 30-day statistics. So there were 31 units sold, okay, in total. And we're going to go under campaign manager, and we're going to pull the report, the PPC report, going back 30 days. And that minus 31 is going to tell you exactly what your organic rankings are. So you go over here and you go last 30 days. And then you're going to see over here. Okay, so you see there was nothing. There's not even a single, because we are working on new techniques to improve the PPC campaigns to keep it low. As you can see here, there's not been a single spending, not a single penny spending. So that basically tells us that this 31 sold are sold through organic ranking. Okay, amazing stuff. You can really make your PPC work like magic if your listing is well optimized. Okay, it's not just going over there and putting high ranking keywords. That's not how it works. There's a strategy, there's a technique into everything, especially when you're targeting PPC. Okay, so that's there. What should my target ACoS be? Okay, now this is a very tricky question. What should your target ACoS be? Okay, some people have very minimum profits. Okay, they're working 5-10% profit. Some people are 50, 60, 100, 300% profit. And some people are in between 30, 40, 50%. So if somebody tells you, look, your target ACoS should be 35%, well, guess what? That's the wrong answer, because your target ACoS depends, most importantly, depends on what your product, what was your landing cost. That means how much you paid in China or India or Pakistan or Mexico or wherever you're buying from. How much did you actually pay for that product? Number one, customs, duty, shipping costs, inspector fees, everything coming and landing at the Amazon warehouse. So that's called your landing cost. After that, how much money are you spending on services? Are you doing PPC yourself? As a company, like we are a company, we manage many sellers' account. So you got to take all that cost, okay? The first one plus the second one, group it together, add it up. The remaining difference is your PPC targeting cost. So in the end, let's say if it's costing us 77% or our expense, then our target ACoS is 23% and under. So we want to target keywords 23% and under. If our ACoS is 70% or 90%, then my friend, you're losing money 100%. You're just giving away your product for nothing. So it's very important, very good question. So what should my target ACoS be? It should be your landing cost plus your other expensive, put all your expenses together. Amazon professional selling fees, whatever it takes, bring everything together and put it over there. And this is how you're going to get your total ACoS. Which keyword should I use? Okay, another very, very good question. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people say target the high relevant keywords. Listen, my friend, don't make that mistake. You're going to go after the high relevant keywords, you're going to burn yourself. Let me give you an example. Here we go. So this is our product. And what I'm going to do here is let's click on sponsored ASINs. And when you click here, we're going to look. So Tea Maker Loose. Okay, Tea Maker Loose has 617 sponsored ASINs targeting that keyword. That means if you're targeting that keyword, you have 616 competitors to deal with. Does it make sense to really go after that keyword? And look, our product is at number 42 ranking. On the first page, the 16 per page, which is the organic. So 16, 30, 32, 48. So we're on the third page. This is organic. You see, we're ranking organic. The next keyword, we are actually targeting sponsor. This one, we are going after Amazon Choice Badge. This is one we're targeting for Amazon Choice Badge. So be very careful which keyword. Don't go after keywords that's the highest relevant, because you are going to burn your money down the drain. And this particular keyword, being so many people targeting that particular keyword phrase would be not less than $5 a bid. You're going to be bidding between $5 to $12 a bid. Don't burn your money. You got to work smart. If you really want to go after keywords, you come to Cerebro, you go under search volume and go from the lowest to the highest, and you catch the keywords that's the lowest relevant keyword, but relevant to your product. Okay, this is how you're gonna go. So thermos tea infuser bottle. So we have to download this report and get rid of the dashes. You see here Morocco bottle, because we're targeting our own brand in order to really show up over there. Okay, and our bidding price is like our ACoS is nothing, zero. Okay, so that's how you're gonna do that. Let's go back. How do you figure out your monthly ad budget? Once again, after you know your landing cost, after you know your overall spending cost, if our target goal is 23% ACoS, then we're gonna keep it over there. So what you can do in PPC is, there's two ways of targeting campaigns. Number one is create campaigns and put the pricing there, how much you want to spend daily, 20, 30, 50, 100, 500. Or the best way to imply the strategy is you go under advertising settings and you put a lock over here. Use daily budget cap at $21. This is what we put, because we don't want, you can have 20, 30, 50 campaigns open for that one ASIN. You could keep each of the budget $10, $15, $100, like $3,000 between the 30 campaigns. But the thing is, if you're going to put a lock over here, it's not going to go above $20, or maybe it's not going to go at least 50% above that. That means $30 to be the max on daily spending. Okay, so that's the trick. Don't use this. If you're going to use this, it's going to be based on your campaign, and your campaigns are really going to, it's really going to take that money away really fast. So always make sure, go under advertising settings, use daily cap budget, and throw them over there and use save, and don't worry about anything else. Now, if you need more money, if you think that your campaigns need more money, for example, if you're going to come here, campaigns, now you will get a sign from Amazon, please increase your budget. It will be a red sign, please increase your budget. And it's always going to give you maybe a 2 or 3 times more value than the regular budget setup. The only way you do that, you look at the spendings. If there's no spendings over there, avoid that sign. Because if you haven't spent a penny, right here, we haven't spent a penny, And the red sign says no, recommended budget is $16. For what? Amazon is looking for their pocket. They want to fill their pockets. We're not here to fill their pockets. We're here to fill your pockets. You're selling on Amazon to fill your pockets, not Amazon's pockets. Okay, so be very careful. If you see the spending over here, if you see that it's not spending enough, don't increase the budget. Now, if this is spending, the orders are coming, the sales are coming, and the ACoS is low, 20, 20, 10, whatever, a nice good ACoS under 35%, if it's giving you that kind of ACoS, yeah, then only then you go and you increase that amount. Other than that, don't even bother worrying. Okay, so what bidding strategy should you use? Okay, bidding strategy. Let's go over this. We're going to create a campaign, and we're going to go create a campaign. Now there's actually 3, 5, 7 kinds of different bidding strategies. Each of these are bidding strategies. Sponsored display. Okay, this is the previous that you launched and you want to bring your audience back. This and the sponsored campaign. So this is the most powerful, the one that's used all the time. You're going to use that. You can put everything, automatic campaign or manual campaign. Okay, bidding strategy is this. Whenever you start on Amazon, the first 2 weeks, not before that, not after that, the first 2 weeks, you're only going to run automatic campaign. That's it. Nothing else, no other campaign. Wait for that campaign to give you results. This is a lot of, there's a lot of important information that you're going to get from there. When you get that, and when you get the profitable keywords, then you take those profitable keywords and then you start with a manual campaign, but a manual broad campaign. Nothing else but a manual broad campaign. Each of these listings, each of these campaigns should run for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, burn them, like really nurture. I mean, dry the milk out completely as much as you can, 6 to 8 weeks maximum. Okay, the strategy you're going to use on the automatic campaign is the dynamic bids, up and down only. If you're bidding 79 cents, let it go all the way to double the price, $1.68. You won. You can do aggressive campaigns. I mean, if you really want to build your listing the right way, use this one. Use the auto campaign and do an aggressive bidding, $5 to $10 a bid. I'm going to tell you something. Before you even do a listing optimization, do this strategy. Is going to give you so much helpful stuff, so many helpful keywords. Your listing is going to boost, like it's going to boost in the air. Okay, very important stuff. This is more like intense PPC. So if you don't know how to do it, reach out to us. We can help you going down. Okay, which keywords? How do you figure out monthly? There we go. How do Amazon ads differ from Google PPC? Okay, good. Very good question. So listen, Amazon has 10 million, 10 billion, I think, million or billion users using Prime there. But Google has 17 billion shoppers on Google. That's a big stretch. I mean, that is like huge stretch, I mean to say. So there are AdWords in Google that Amazon does not recognize. They don't have a clue of those keyword phrase. So if you want that as a complimentary on this session, if you want that, we can pull out some keywords for you, 20 to 30, maybe 50 max, because this is a lot of intense stuff from Google. Okay, we can actually pull out those keywords and we can give it to you as a complimentary. Now, what happens is, because Amazon does not recommend, and if nobody is targeting that type of keyword phrase, guess what? You're going to win those keywords for free. Your ACoS will be like below 1% if you get the sales. If somebody actually goes and type that in Amazon, under 1%, under 10%, this is like, it's like a diamond. You found diamonds in the ocean. Okay, that's how that works. Which format of PPC ad is the most effective? Again, look, the PPC ad, which format of PPC ad is most effective? Okay, The most effective one is the automatic targeting, number one. Okay, you always start with that. The second one is broad to get the information. Now understand, back in the days, exact targeting was the most expensive. Phrase was the phrase was the second most expensive, and broad was the least expensive. Today, Amazon has changed that strategy. Today, broad is the most expensive targeting. This is why first we start with automatic, then we start with breadth. But according to what I have done, phrase has been the best ad campaigns that has given me amazing results. Okay, has really given me, and in phrase match, I always end up using dynamic bids, down only strategy. Okay, now moving forward. Okay, should I run sponsored ads, headline search ads, product targeting ads, or placement ads? Okay, let's look at this. Sponsored ads is the most common that we showed you here to do a sponsored product. Okay, so that's the most common. It's highly recommended to do sponsored ads. Okay, I highly recommend it. The other question was this is sponsored right here. Okay, this is very, very common, and this is the most profitable one. Headline search ads are for people that are branded, they're A+ content. Listen, this is one of the most expensive. I won't even bother. Product targeting ads, okay, through Amazon. If you're gonna create a product targeting ad, be very careful. Some of those keywords are extremely, extremely expensive. Let's look at one right now. And there are 4 different kinds of techniques we employ to avoid that expensive bidding. Our bidding strategy, 40 cents, 50 cents, 99 cents, nothing above $1. Okay, so for product targeting, you got to do manual targeting. In product targeting, we always do fixed bids, fixed or down only, because we don't want to go above. Let's go add variations, and here you go, product targeting. Now look, this is where the fun begins. So if we're going to look at individual products, so Amazon is suggesting 153. Now here's the catch. Your first, let's look at this one right here. Going back on question number here. Why is my ACoS so high? Or that's one of the question. I'm not getting good conversions. Okay, this one, the second, okay. 2 and 3 relies on this question. Let's look at this. Now look, our product is selling for $29.91. Okay. Now, if you're going to do this target all, okay, so basically you're targeting a price of $12.99, $10.17. I mean, my product is $30. If I'm going to target a product which is $13, $10, $12, $20, guess what? People are going to click, but they're not going to buy. You want to know why? Because they don't want to pay the double price. They don't want to go anything, or people will trade. So suppose, let's say there's a, let me see here. Here's a perfect example. This one has 3,019, reviews. Our product has 110 reviews. Who in the world is going to buy my product against that? There's no possibility. So this is why your ACoS comes very high. You get a lot of clicks. You get a lot of impressions. You get no clicks. You get no conversion. This is the reason why you don't get any of that stuff. Okay. So that basically is that stuff. And which getting no conversion. How can I fix this? Okay, how can you fix this? There's a strategy that you can employ, and you have to do by a step by step. It's called a 12-step optimization thing. You have to go 12 different steps to find out exactly what you have to do. When I say 12 steps, you got to open like 12 different pages of Amazon, and you got to go after. You have to individually do it, but we use it so much often that we can really get it down for you. Okay, which placement ads works best, top, middle, or bottom? Okay, very good question. Top, forget it. Even if you are a millionaire, forget it. Don't even go after that, because that's the most expensive. everybody that opens Amazon page is going to target, is going to click. God knows whether they're going to buy or not. But to be on the top page, just imagine. Here you go. Tea, infuser, glass, bottle for loose leaf tea. Okay, that's our strongest keyword. Now look at this. Because this is a long relevant keyword, you only have 302 results, means 302 sellers over there. Now if I'm going to reduce this, tea infuser, glass bottle, now I'm being specific about glass. You see, there's 1,000 results. Now let me be very, very less specific. Tea infuser bottle, here we go. 1,000 again. Okay, so we're looking at 1,000. So the question was here, which placement ads work best? So if I'm going to target top, and let's say my bidding is now if you're bidding on the top page, you want to bid for the most highest ranking keywords. Okay, if you're going to bid for the highest ranking keywords, your bidding is $3, $5, $7 a bid on a particular keyword. Now in order to be on the top page, now remember, that particular keyword, if it has 1,000 results, so how many ASINs are actually targeting that keyword? First, we have to find out the number of ASINs. Then you got to compete with those ASINs. So let's say top of the page is 900%. If I'm bidding $5 bid for that keyword, that means my bid can go as high as $45. But not even that. Look at the campaign structure. If I'm bidding dynamic up and down, that means my bidding can be as low as $1, $45 in the middle, or even $90. That's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Never, never go after the top page. The most profitable placement is on the bottom of the page, okay? Always on the bottom of the page. And how that works is basically you got this strategy here. So you go down here and you see all the sponsored, you see a lot of sponsors over here. Or you can even target, so let's go after this product. Okay, we're just going to click over there. Now, bottom of this product, you will see more sponsored ads. These are all sponsored ads, and this is where you make the money. What target you do? 25%, 100%, wrap it up and let it go. I normally do 10%, no more than 10%. That's my strategy. I wouldn't even bother because every time somebody click, you're not going to get anything. So you got to be very careful on which placements you're doing. Middle is similar to the top. Avoid those two. Bottom, best, 10 cents, 25 cents max. Don't do over there. So just 10%, 25%, and that's it. I'm getting a lot of clicks, but my conversion is low. How can I fix it? Exactly the same thing that we mentioned above here on the first three. Okay, so we want to keep it there. My competitor sells 100 units per day. How can I target my top competitors? Now, this is an amazing question. My competitor sells 100 units per day. How do you know they're actually selling? What if they're actually giving away the products? You don't know that, right? I don't know that. What if they're just giving away 50, 100 products every day? I mean, people do that. A lot of new people are actually doing that. But okay, let's say, for example, your competitor is selling 100 units. How do you target your top competitor? So let's go back over here. What you're going to do over here is you're going to run an ASIN grabber. And that is done through Helium 10. I mean, there's other ways of doing it, but I like Helium 10's product because it's really fast. The way they build their products is amazingly fast. And let's go over here, and all we're going to do is we're going to grab an ASIN grabber, or we can do X-ray product research or this, and from that we're going to evaluate which one is actually doing good. So the three things we're looking for. Number one, most important thing we're looking for is the BSR score. We want to make sure they're below 10,000, 5,000, or even 1,000. Depends on the number range. Now, the Now this report takes time to pull out. So number one, we're looking for BSR ranking right here. You see, the lowest. The second thing we're looking for is a high rating, 4-star and above. And the last thing we're looking for is the number of reviews, high reviews to low. So we're looking at high reviews, high ratings, and lowest BSR. And then we're gonna take those, those ASINs, and we're gonna target those through product targeting. But instead of doing product targeting, we're going to use certain techniques to still target the products, but we're going to make, and there's a strategy doing that. So let me show you clearly how to do that. I'm going to show you one. It's a very step-by-step process. So what we're going to do over here is, let's say, let me pull out this one. So we got one. Suppose I'm just taking as, let's say these two, and then you're going to use your own listing also. What you're going to do here is you're going to take your own listing and you're going to copy your listing throughout. That's going from the starting. So I'm going to be targeting all this, the title, the bullet points, the backend. This is for our listing, the title, bullet points, backend, description, and the A+ content. And we're going to take all of these keywords and we're going to throw them into Frankenstein. Okay, we're going to throw all the keywords in Frankenstein, and then we're going to do the same thing for the other two. We're going to take all the top competitors' keywords, take everything, the title, bullet points, description, A+, take all that stuff, and we're going to throw it into Frankenstein. Then we're going to use one word phrase per line. Okay, we haven't used anything. One word phrase per line. You're going to remove the common keywords and you're going to include the word frequency count. When you get, now everything will be evaluated into single keywords. Now you're going to take all those keywords, every single one, even the one-click ones. Take all those keywords and you're going to go in Amazon and you're going to create a campaign. And here we're going to create a manual campaign. Make sure this doesn't go above $5, okay? And you're going to do this dynamic, where this one we're going to do fixed bids because it's a very cheap campaign. You're going to add your variations there. You're going to do, instead of product targeting, you're going to do keyword targeting. You're going to press this one, enter list. You're going to take out the phrase and you're going to take out the exact, and you're going to put the suggested bid right here, 5 cents, 7 cents, 10 cents. But you got to do split testing. How? You can do 3 campaigns like this, or you can do 1 campaign and just target it 5 cents. Wait a couple of weeks, see what the responses are, put all those keywords over there, add the keywords, launch the campaign. Okay. When you get reports 2 weeks after, when you get reports, what you're going to do, you're going to remove, when you're going to optimize your PPC, you're going to remove all those keywords that are not converting. Wait for at least 10 clicks, 5 clicks to be the minimum. Wait for at least 5 clicks. Anything below that, take all those keywords that are not converting your sale, open up negative targeting, and you throw them right in there. As negative exact, right there, add keywords and launch campaign. Simple as that, okay? As a bonus tip for everybody for watching this today, I'm gonna do this for you, absolutely free. We at Liaison, we charge $300 to do this. I'm gonna give it to you absolutely free as a bonus. And the bonus is very simple. Now, the way the product gets indexed is your listing actually gets indexed through answered questions and ratings. How are you going to apply this? We're going to go, see, when people are asking questions, there are keywords in there. Okay, there are keywords. Buyers don't know this. They have no clue how Amazon system works. We know. We as sellers, we as companies handling sellers account, we know that keywords. So looking over here, we know that here you go. Steeping is one of the keyword. Infuser, basket, glass, these are all keywords for us. Same thing you see, all these are powerful keywords that's pulling out from all the reviews. So all these are top keywords. What we do is when you answer the question, buyers don't know. So on question and answers, and over here under reviews, when you answer a question, what you're going to do is you're going to target keywords. Okay, how are you going to target them? You're going to target them using your Cerebro. What you're going to do here is you're going to go after the search volume keywords, the highest search volume keywords, and you're going to answer it back to the buyer who is buying your product. Now, the biggest mistake that people do on reviews is they always put a comment with the negative review. Why? Because they're worried about the negative sales. They're worried. What they don't understand is the people that are giving you positive reviews, they're basically freely advertising your product. So why not go in there and take advantage of those things, right? Okay. And what you're going to do is when you're answering those questions, or when you're replying back to the questions or to the review, make sure to find one or two or even three high relevant keywords, but don't change the keywords around. Use them exactly like this. You see, exactly the way it is. Insulated stainless steel. So let me just give you an example, and we're going to be done in a couple of minutes. So here we have a comment. Let's see who put this comment. Okay, this is coming from the company 5 months ago. We started taking over with them 4 months ago. Now listen, if you have comments in there, if you have reviews in there, 2 years, 3 years, don't worry. Just go and put the comment over there. Our purpose is something else. Our purpose is to get ranking. How we get ranking? As soon as people press the helpful button, you automatically get ranked for those keywords, okay? So now you see the seller didn't know that we can target keyword over here. So what we do, thank you so much for this wonderful review about our OUR, and then you can start putting in the keyword phrases 2, 3, 4. Just make a nice combination, throw it in there. Be very careful. Don't use those same keywords over and over again, because Amazon can flag you down. Okay, but this is a way how you can really start indexing for your keywords. The next review, go after another 2, 3 keywords and answer them back. Now, when you build the amount of keywords, what's going to happen here is basically you're going to see all these over here. You see those boxes? The more you're going to build them, the better your listing will perform. I mean, it's going to perform amazingly beautiful. Okay, this is how you benefit from indexing right here. See, this is hardly, and the way Amazon works is they're using this keyword, multiply by this keyword, multiply by this, multiply by this, and this is how you get indexed for keywords, and this is how your organic rankings goes tremendously high. In this case, we have, this is total keywords we're ranking for 5951. We got 4,700 keywords. Okay, that's a lot of improvement in organic ranking. Okay, so please apply this strategy. If you have any questions, my name is Sanjay Vadwani with Liaison Marketing, and I hope you have a good day. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me whatever you like. My main goal in Liaison Marketing is I am a PPC guy, and everything, keywords, everything is my specialty. PPC, SEO, marketing, social media marketing, anything you want, just come back to us, okay? Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye-bye.